Good morning, Eastern Oregon, on this December the 30th version of AM Live on EOA. Wow, there's a lot of snow out there, man.
Yeah, not a fan. The freeway's closed to Pendleton, both west and eastbound.
I know, it's crazy.
Nah. Oh, another thing, the heavy metal concert tomorrow night's canceled.
The heavy metal concert?
HQ, Bennett's brother, they canceled it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read why, but I'm assuming probably COVID.
No, but so look at this. So I was looking earlier here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so
I know what those dots mean.
Yeah, and so look at
oh god.
Yeah, so let's see. This is at Hillgard, and then here's up on top. This is Spring Creek.
Oh wow, that looks like in front of my house right now.
Yeah, this is Cabbage Hill.
Oh gosh. Hey, at least when it's this dry snow like this, it almost is better because driving wise, I mean, last night it was really slick. Everything had started, like the stop signs, but then this fresh dry snow on top makes it nice and tractiony.
Yeah, look at that's Cabbage. I would not. Yeah, it's just a crazy mess out there.
No bueno. Nope. Stay home.
Yeah.
Don't be driving around in this crap, especially I guess there's a bunch of spun out trucks. Oh, well, look at that. That's gross.
Yeah, it is. Well, hey, while we're here, let's look at what Gabe thinks.
Well, yeah, snowy commute, snow lessons at 6:00.
So, but it's still in the 20s all day long.
Look, snow picks up at noon. Oh no, 2 to 4 inches of snowfall.
2 to 4 inches, yeah.
And then tonight, 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. Oh no.
And then tomorrow,
probably the same thing.
The snow slows down a little bit tomorrow.
Look at the temperature tomorrow at 6:00.
Yeah.
We have to do the ball drop tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it's not going to get warmer after 6. You do know that, right?
No,
I got that freeze-proof camera.
Yeah, it's the very first time I ever did a ball drop. It was too cold, and I hadn't prepared for it. I mean, I couldn't even get my little thing that webcaster, wouldn't even start. Yeah. So now we put it in the car and keep it warm, and but yeah, what a mess that is. The camera itself will probably work, but
I wonder what the temperature is going to be at midnight.
That's
what it's going to be 12 degrees at 6. I'm going to look.
we should have had Gabe check that out.
I'm going to look right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Julie. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Let's see. Tomorrow, La Grande, Oregon, 10-day forecast. Friday. Oh no, this one's wanting me to turn off ad blocker. Hang on. I'm not good at finding weather. I think my computer doesn't work when it's snowing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, here. 10-day. There we go. That's what we want, right? Or hourly. Hourly 10-day. What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the 31st.
Next day, hourly forecast. It's going to be, oh, you don't even want to know. I'm not looking at that. No.
It's going to be like 10.
It says 2.
2.
With a wind chill, it feels like -9.
Yeah. There will be burn barrels down there. But yeah, it was funny when we were, when it was this cold a couple of years ago. Oh, it's been 5 years ago, 4 years ago. It was, Julie says -7. It was, they had lots of burn barrels, but I mean, as soon as you got outside of the radius of the burn barrel, it was just miserable.
I have some of them, those things that you put in your hands that keep, that you crack. I got some of those on top of the refrigerator.
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody had them for like 3 years.
Yeah. Somebody brought me these little warmers.
That's what I got.
Yeah. So we'll have to have those for us. Have one of those sitting on the camera. So
All right, it's dad joke time. What's the least spoken language in the world, BC?
What?
Sign language. Right?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's a good
You
one.
know,
Yeah, I know.
I have a friend whose aunt and uncle used to be where they passed now, but they were deaf, you know, so she grew up around deaf. Whereas her dad's brother was deaf, and so he had married a deaf person also. And it was so, I mean, there are funny things about them that you don't know. For instance, they would, when the two brothers would talk back and forth and talking about his wife, they would tease her, and they would hold up their hands so that she couldn't see, and they would sign, kind of like whispering to somebody. Yeah. And she would totally, I mean, they would just tease her, and she would get totally upset because it's like, oh, it was so funny.
So I have a friend who's a sign language interpreter, is fluent in sign language, and is a big part of the deaf community in Western Oregon. And when they give you a name, so like they don't like spell out people's names, they generally take like a physical attribute of the person or like a personality trait, and then they add it to usually their first letter of their name. So like that's a K, right? This is K. Yeah. And then so they call, the deaf community calls me this because I have dimples. So they just put the K to their dimple like that. And that's my name in sign language.
Really?
Yeah.
So K for Kyle, and then dimple.
And then dimple, yeah. So
that's funny.
Yeah. And then the only real sign language I know is this one. Wait, can we get back far enough to show it? And you can just assume what that is. It's the bull horns and the doo-doo coming out the back end. Yeah. Well, no, I know like boy, and I think this is girl. I don't remember.
I didn't never learn sign language, but I knew the alphabet pretty well and could spell.
I wish I knew sign language. My neighbor, he's deaf, and I always have to. One of us busts out our phone, and we just type on the phone.
And then like hand it back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How funny!
Wouldn't that be weird if you weren't born deaf and you just became deaf? That would be really weird. It would be like kind of like going blind.
It is, but it's kind of what happens with people like that is they learn how to speak. So in other words, they know the correct, because one of the biggest challenges is if you are born deaf is how to pronounce words. You don't know how to pronounce. Yeah. And so those people that speak really well, even though they're deaf, chances are they lost their hearing later in life. Yeah. You know,
I'd rather be born deaf than go deaf now.
Yeah.
I'd rather have not heard what stuff sounds like at all.
Yeah.
Just because it would be really weird to have to kind of have to navigate that after already being able to hear. And I love music, so that would be really bad.
Yeah. I suppose kind of like going blind, you know.
I'd rather go blind than deaf.
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, I love music. I would not be able to. Yeah.
I could be
without seeing.
So do you listen to music all the time, like when you're home and have the stereo cranked up and whatever it is?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. When I walk, I always have my headphones. It's just it helps with anxiety for me. It helps with just keeping my mind.
No,
otherwise my mind goes all the time.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I don't listen to music all the time, but when I do, it like helps me kind of center in and stuff, you know. In fact, I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but there are times when I'm at the office by myself, you know, and I'll crank the tunes.
I know you got Chicago just.
I'll crank the tunes.
I've walked in before and heard it.
Yeah, and it kind of motivates me. It kind of.
I do it every morning. They probably hate me next door. I get here and the music just goes. Crank it up. Let's go. Let's get the day going.
Yeah, there was one time I think I told you the Charter guys or Spectrum guys came over and like, we're trying to have a meeting over here. I wanted to say it's like Dudes, I hear you all the time.
I would have said, we try to have a meeting every day, and
That's
every day
right.
somebody tries to drop off their damn modem with us, even though it says we're not charter on the board.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah,
those guys.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, this morning we have Taylor Scroggins with us from Grande Main Street. Let's pull Taylor in and get her going. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. So we were, I think you were away when we were talking, but like the temperature tomorrow night, is that tomorrow night? It's supposed to be like nothing, 0,
2
5.
degrees feel like -9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is going to be brisk.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be sick tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good.
Yeah, BC, can I MC from home? Yeah, we could. yeah, you'll be remote. You'll have your covers around you.
Just sitting in the house with the heater on.
Like, yeah, are you guys having a good time out there? Oh,
Taylor, the concert got canceled.
Yeah, it did.
Was that COVID related?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think in some way it is. Most things getting canceled these days are connected to it somehow, but I don't have all the details on that. I just know that they're not going to be able to do it. It's unfortunate, but
yeah. I was telling Bennett, it's Bennett's brother's band, and I was like, dude, how does I've never really thought of New Year's Eve as being a heavy metal holiday. I always think of New Year's Eve and Tony Bennett or Barry Manilow or Frank Sinatra, something like that. I don't think of it as
Yeah, I know, but it's late, it's cold, everybody's tired. They need the energy to wake them up.
Maybe they should perform outside.
That would be cool. However, knowing how my fingers get when I'm outside, imagining trying to play any musical instrument in that weather is
it wouldn't be good.
Not appealing.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Well, tell us what's going on tomorrow. In fact, I'll put the graphic up and kind of fill us in what's happening tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the New Year's Eve block party. We have done this for quite a few years now. Didn't get to do it last year. We had the ball drop, but not the block party. And so basically we're closing down the intersection at Adams Avenue and Depot Street in downtown La Grande. We're going to have burn barrels set up so that people can keep warm. We are putting together a scavenger hunt, a little thing to kind of send people around a little bit, give them a fun activity to do. And we've got some really great prizes for those who are really good at scavenger hunting. We have music playing, and then as we get closer to, there's a warming tent with hot chocolate, and you can in there and toast up a little bit. And then
we'll be broadcasting from there.
Yeah. And then as we get closer to midnight, we've got this ball on the flagpole at John Howard's, place, and it's going to lower as we ring in the new year. It's a really awesome event, nice little slice of that experience that, at least growing up, I always was watching in New York. And yeah, it's really exciting that we have our own homegrown version of that. It's going to be a really fun time. Cold, but fun.
Cold, but fun. Yeah. And, when we did this, when it was really cold a few years ago, there was still a surprising number of people that showed up, and I don't think you were here then, but it was, I don't know, there were still 200 or 300 people there. I would imagine that people are anxious to get out and gather again. And so there'll probably be a pretty good attendance. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Last year, we did do the ball drop. I believe, were you streaming it? I think that was the case. Yep. Yeah. And that was great. And it was fun. I was watching it at home. And in fact, we got to go out on our porch, the house we bought. You can actually just barely see the ball from our porch. And so that was fun, but it's not the same as getting everyone together, having, the big party and the burn barrels, hearing people laughing and talking, making a whole bunch of noise when the ball reaches the bottom and we ring in the new year, which is a year that I am really hoping I get to look forward to.
Here's a picture from 2018.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's no snow on the ground in 2018.
No,
there was last year.
No, and there was. And the
Raining.
day and the year that it was really cold, I don't know that there was much snow. It was just miserably cold. Yeah.
Yeah. And in 2019, it was a little warmer. It was raining, just a downpour.
That's right.
I had a little tent set up because we were doing the scavenger hunt. I had a little awning, and it was just puddly. I had to punch up the roof a few times to get all the water off. And yeah, I'm looking forward at least to although it may be very, very cold, it's going to be nice and snowy and definitely nice to look at.
Talk a little bit about the scavenger hunt. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kyle.
I'm just going to tell everybody, just so everybody knows, from 7:30 to 1, 7:30 at night to 1 a.m., Depot Street between Adams and Jefferson is closed. And then from 9 to 1, Depot Street between Jefferson, Washington, and Adams, between Chestnut and Elm, is closed. So just so everybody knows.
Thank you. Yeah, we do a little closure just to get some things set up that take a little longer, and then we expand the closure and get everything else set up. The party itself will be starting around 10.
So talk a little bit about the scavenger hunt so people will kind of know what that is, because I mean, it's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah. So the scavenger hunt is something we've done for a few years. In the past, it's been a collaboration with the Chamber of Commerce. This year, we're kind of spearheading it. And there is really just going to be a list of items, things that you need to do or get a picture of or get someone's signature. Really kind of encouraging people to go around, meet people at the party, go around the area. We're going to have some businesses in the area that are open late because of the party, and we're hoping that people will go and visit and support them. And so we're going to just have this fun little scavenger hunt. And then at the end, we'll be determining some winners. I'm still finalizing exactly how the winners, if it's going to be a little drawing or if it's going to be who can get the most items first. But we do have some really great prizes donated by sponsor businesses. Remax Real Estate Team and Fairway Mortgage have donated to the prize pool. And so we're going to have some downtown coupons to give away to the winners of the scavenger hunt. And those, of course, can be used at a number of downtown locations, restaurants, and retail businesses. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Nice.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It has potential to be very silly. And, yeah, I'm looking forward.
Taylor, are you at the office or are you at home?
Right now, I'm in my home office.
Oh, do you celebrate Halloween all year long? I mean, Halloween was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. So our house it's interesting. It's a little bit of a theme park. Every room in the house has a different theme, and the office's theme is Halloween, and it is Halloween all year round.
That's cool.
Although we also have a Christmas tree in every room of the house, except for the bathrooms. Couldn't figure that one out spatially. And so
you just got to get one of those little Charlie Brown Christmas trees that sit on the counter.
Yeah, so that's the Halloween.
You keep that year round too, the Christmas tree?
No, that one will go down when we take down the rest of our decorations. But yeah, the room itself is going to be spooky all year round.
Interesting. That's got to be fun for
the kids.
We have
quite a collection of curios up on the wall.
Wow. Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, BC, you want to know something crazy? Look how far EOA Live's come. I was looking at the ball drop from 2017, okay, right?
Yeah.
4 years ago, 636 views. Last year's ball drop, almost 6,000.
Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
Yeah.
It's a big difference in 3 years. I mean, that's 3 year difference, 2017 to 2020.
Yeah. And and some of those, some of those things that have helped us get the word out there about EOA is things like the ball drop, because it is so unique. I mean, how many little towns have a ball drop, for crying out loud? Yeah,
not many.
Yeah, and I think this is, to give credit where it's due, Ashley O'Toole is the one who has headed this up. It was his original idea, I think, to do the ball drop, and John Howard owns that building, and that is his flagpole, and Ashley works for John Howard. And so I'm sure in a conversation like, hey, if we did a ball, could we put it on the flagpole? And John was like, well, yeah, I think that would be good. That's not I don't know if that's a good imitation of John J. Howard or not.
I would say, it's definitely not as good as the one that Ashley has.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does a great. Yeah. But yeah, always.
Yeah. We love Ashley and we love John. This event is thanks to them. Providing the resources, organizing it. Ashley, really, this event is his baby. He's just done a fantastic job of putting this together. And John also is the one who sets up the warming tent with the treats, and so it's really, they're really fantastic. Fantastic members of the community, and they've really made this event shine. I was going to say another. Oh, and I also do. I want to give thanks to the fire department as well. Because they always send someone down. They send a little crew down to help get the ball up onto the flagpole and make sure it's all set up. And so, lots of community support with this event, making it possible, which is really the whole Main Street thing.
Yeah, and John Howard also is the one who coordinates the Christmas tree in Mac Square, getting donated and installed. And so, those are just, and I
will put out a very quick plug, because I don't know if we have one lined up for next year. If anyone in the audience has or knows someone who has a very large Christmas style tree that they are looking to get rid of next year, just reach out to John Howard, because he'll be happy to coordinate that and get that over to Mac Square. The tree this year was huge.
It was awesome though. It was so funny. I didn't, we always talk about, well, at least I do, how fun it would be to able to just spin the tree and hold the lights and put it on, and that's exactly how they put the lights on that tree. It's crazy. OTEC comes and they suspend it from a wire, and somebody spins it and somebody holds the lights, and and they put the lights on that way. It's funny.
Huh.
Yeah.
And we're hoping, my personal hope next year is to get a bunch of oversized ornaments. And I'm thinking maybe getting them like attached to a wire or something so that they can go up the same way and just have the two lines.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Lights and ornaments onto the tree.
Yeah. And there was a gal, a teenager. Talk about that for a minute, because that was unique and fun. That's been very.
Yeah, we had a teenager. Blanking on her last name, but I think her name was Haley, who reached out and just wanted to do something fun to bring some holiday joy to the community. And so she set it up. She set up a sign. I think she brought a bunch of ornaments for people to use. And really just people got to come up and put ornaments on the tree. And it was beautiful. It really made me wish we had some giant ladders and could have done the whole thing. But yeah, that was fantastic. It was just so nice seeing the tree a little more decorated than usual.
Well, and her motivation was to kind of get people involved and have them to be able to enter into Christmas emotionally a little bit less, a little bit different way. And so, it was just a cool thing.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Nice.
Well, awesome. So again, before we take off, Taylor, so tomorrow night, 10 o'clock,
yes,
everything starts. There'll be
dress warm.
Dress warm.
Dress warm.
There'll be burn barrels.
There'll be a warming tent with hot chocolate. So there are a number of businesses usually stay open until midnight that night, so there'll be some fun things to do, as well as a scavenger hunt. And then, yeah, at midnight we've got the ball drop and ring in 2022 together. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
There was no block party last year, but there was a few drunkies downtown. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, when we were doing the ball drop. Yeah.
There's like 8 people. And 7 of them were drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always fun. I love drunk people watching.
It makes
New
it
Year's is a
interesting.
great time for it.
Yeah. Well, Taylor, thanks a bunch for jumping on with us this morning, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, see you then.
All right.
Thanks, Taylor. All right,
Hey,
so let's talk about sponsor real fast.
Yeah.
Cam Designs, I'm going to put their Facebook page in the comments. They're right here in Grande on Island City Strip across the street from Walmart. Go see them. They do everything from vehicle wraps to signs to, high-end wood stoves. They're just a jack of all trades. Cam Designs right here in Grande. Good people.
Yeah, and we shot a video, we're working on a video for them, and just I'm excited to kind of get it out there because it's good.
And then if you need vaccinated CHD, you got today and tomorrow. You can call, make a appointment, and then they're closed Friday for New Year's. But you just call, make an appointment during business hours, and you can get any level of vaccination from the first one to the booster, pediatric, whatever you need. CHD Public Health right here in Grande on Cove Avenue.
Yeah.
Boom. Let's get through. We're going to be done early today.
We are. Yeah.
On this day, so today's December 30th. 1939 of Mice and Men, starring Burgess Meredith and Lon Chaney Jr. was released. That's the movie where what is it? Is his name Lenny? Lenny and George.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the rabbits.
Yeah, you could play Lenny.
No. You have to be dumb to be Lenny.
No,
he's mentally.
Well, but he's big. I'm just saying.
But,
I'm just saying. You would be a good Lenny. You could do that.
I can't play dumb very well. I'm far too smart for that. So in 1950, on this day, my grandfather's favorite song, he used to sing it in karaoke, was released. The Domino's 60-Minute Man, 1950, on this day. My grandpa's favorite song. It's all rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm your 60-minute man. My grandpa used to sing that at karaoke, and he was good. On 1963, on this day, Let's Make a Deal debuted on NBC. 1963. Wow. On 1973, on this day, the first picture of a comet from space was taken. 1973, on this day. 2012, on this day. This is the anniversary, 2012. And this came up in where I do my research for on this day, was the wreck up on 84 where 9 people were killed and 26 were injured in the tour bus. My best friend was one of the very first responders there.
No kidding.
Yeah, at the time he was working for Island City, which is the rural fire department, and they handled the freeway.
How many people died in that?
9 people died.
Wow.
26 were injured. Tour bus from Canada full of Asian tourists.
Yeah.
That was 9 years ago today. And I was here in town visiting my best friend when that happened.
Yeah. What a horrible incident.
Crazy.
Yeah.
On 2020, on this day, Becky Hammond, the San Antonio Spurs assistant coach, was the first female to coach an NBA team after Spurs head coach Greg Popovich was ejected against the Lakers. So she was the very first female head coach. I went back a year for the number one song because all the way back to 1951, I've used all of them. And because they're all songs that held on to number one for so long. Wow. So the number one song in the country on this day a year ago was Willow by Taylor Swift. Willow by Taylor Swift. I do have a picture of it for you too. Willow by Taylor Swift.
Huh.
There you go. And then let's see. What do we got left? My quote for the day is Darwin. It is not the strongest species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change. So it's not the strongest species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change.
Interesting.
That's pretty profound. I mean, if you really think about it, it's pretty true too.
It is
Happy
true.
New Year's.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Yeah,
Go
don't
ahead,
forget
BC.
tomorrow night, the ball drop.
Sports
We'll start.
show. Oh, you're still you
No.
hesitated, so I jumped in.
Go
Sports
ahead.
show today, 5:30. I'm just gonna do pictures. On Tuesday I did my first half of my favorite pictures from 2021, and today I'll drop the second half, which is a little bit longer. It's just a quick, my favorite pictures that I took from 2021 of sports.
Yep. And the ball drop, we'll start broadcasting, I don't know, probably 11:45-ish, something like that. Be sure
and
to check
stop
out
broadcasting at 12:01.
Yeah, be sure and check out our Roku app and also the phone app. So then if you download the phone app, that Roku stream also comes into that. You can also click on the live stream there, and it works very well.
To get the phone app, all you have to do is go to the Play Store or Apple Store and type in EO Live, and it's the first thing that pops up. It's free.
Yeah.
Download it. It has all of our stuff.
Yep, lots of stuff going on. Thank you, and we'll see you next year.
Well, yeah, we'll see you next year on this show, but we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, bye.